Alright, you guys, so we have done perimeter. Now we're going to do area. So this is slide 10 of the same lesson. Use coordinates. Okay, so we're looking at area of a triangle. Well, there's a formula for area of a triangle. It's 1/2 base times height. So I'm looking at this triangle. Looks like it's going to be a right triangle. So I need to know my base and I need to know my height for this triangle in order to find the area. All right, so it looks like they are about to get us to actually do that. All right, so let's draw a line from point B perpendicular to AC. From point B perpendicular to AC. Now, if you've watched my videos, we've done this many a time. The fourth icon, select perpendicular line, click on B, click on this segment AC, not in the triangle, on the actual segment, and it draws you a perpendicular line. All right, label the intersection of point D. Now remember, intersection is over here under the point. Don't click a point and put it there. You have to click on intersect. So I'm going to click on these two segments to fuse them together. And that is not what I meant to happen. Oh, let me go back. So I'm going to click on intersect, and I want them to click on a point. There we go. All right, so what are the coordinates of B and D? Well, let's check it out. B, starting at the origin, is right 2, up 2. Therefore, B is 2, 2. D, starting at the origin, is right 2, down 2. So D is 2, negative 2. All right, so what are the coordinates of B and D? All right, so I got that done, so I'm going to hit submit. All right, calculate BD. Now, you'll notice there's nothing there. That's called the length of it. Show your work. What is the length representing regard of ABC? Okay, so I'm looking for BD. I'm looking for the distance from B to D. So I'm going to come over here to my angle icon and select distance or length. Click on B. Click on D. And it's 4. Now, this really could have been counted, you guys, because you just count the grid marks. So if I'm starting at B, I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. BD is 4 in length. Now, this represents the height. This is the height because it's how tall something is, or how tall this triangle is. So the height is 4. All right, so I'm going to submit this. Part C, record the coordinates of A and C and calculate AC. All right, so A is right here. So from the origin, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the left, down 2, which means A is the order pair negative 3, negative 2. They also wanted me to find C. C is over here. So from the origin, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right, down 2, which means C is 5, negative 2. All right, now we're going to calculate AC. Well, AC, the nice thing about it, it's a horizontal line, so I can really just count this. I'm going to do it both ways to prove it. So I'm going to start at A. I'm going to go right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So AC is 8. Just to prove it, I'm going to click on distance or length, A then C, and AC is 8. This, you guys, is the base. The base is 8. So I'm going to submit that. All right, what is the area? Okay, so you need to know the formula for the area of a triangle. Its area is 1/2 base times height. 1/2 base times height. So we're going to have 1/2. The base was the 8. The height is 4. So we got 1/2 times 8 times 4. Grab a calculator. 1/2 times 8 times 4. Well, 8 times 4 is 32. If I cut that in half, in other words, I divide by 2, I've got 16. So my area is 16 square units. 16. Part E. Now I use GeoGebra to measure the length of the base and the height. Well, I've already done that just to prove, to calculate the area. Did you get the same? Well, I've already done that, so I just did it to prove. So yes, yes, it is the same. All right, question 2. All right, you will use GeoGebra to compute the area of a rectangle. So let me open up this new GeoGebra, area of a rectangle. Now the formula for a triangle is 1/2 base times height. The reason why is because if I draw a diagonal from A to C, I've got a rectangle cut in half. A rectangle cut in half makes a couple of triangles. Now the formula for a rectangle is just base times height. So I need a base and I need a height. All right, so let's see. Question 2, part A. What are the coordinates of the vertices A, B, C, D? Okay, so A. All right, so I'm going to go left 4 down 2. That means the coordinate is -4, -2. All right, B. Up here. So I'm going to go right 4, up 4, which means the coordinate for B is 4, 4. C's next. All right, C's over here. So from the origin, I'm going to go right 7, up nothing, down nothing. And that means the coordinate for C is 7, 0. Last one, D. Here's D. So from the origin, I'm going to go left 1, down 6. And that means the coordinate for D is -1, -6. And that's all it asked me to find, so I'm going to submit that. All right, use the coordinates to calculate the length of the 2 adjoining sides of the rectangle. You may choose either using Pythagorean theorem or the distance formula. In either case, show your work. All right, so I'm going to use Pythagorean theorem. This is what most people use. It's just easier that way. All right, so I need to draw a right triangle from B to C. That means, if you'll notice, I'm turning the corner right there. So I need a dot right where I turn the corner. So I'm going to put a dot there. Now I'm going to connect those two. So I'm going to go from B to E, turn the corner down to C. Oh, look what I've got, you guys. I've got a 3, 4. So what does that mean that slanted side is for a 3, 4 what triangle? It's a 3, 4, 5 triangle. So BC is a 5. That means my height is 5. All right, now I need to find this long one right here. Well, if I come across from D, I got to cut the corner right here to come up. Cut the corner to go across. Over, cut the corner to go up. So I need a dot sitting right there. So over, cut the corner right there. I'm going to connect those with a segment. Then F back up to C. All right, so this is not as quick and easy to notice. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 across. So 6 squared plus 8 squared equals C squared. I have 6 squared is 36 plus 8 squared is 64 equals C squared. 36 plus 64 is a 100. And the opposite of squaring is to square root. The square root of 100 is a 10. So it looks like my C is a 10. Now, technically, that was from C to D or D to C, that segment is a 10. All right, so let's see. I got the two adjoining sides. Use Pythagorean. All right, so I got it. So I got BC is 5, CD is 10. All right, what's the area? Well, the area of a rectangle is base times height. The base and the height are 5 and 10. 5 times 10 is 50 square units. All right, now use GeoGebra to find the measures of AB and BC and calculate the area. Do you get the same result? All right, let's do it. So I'm going to come over here to my angle icon, select distance or length. I'm going to click on B, then C to get my 5. I'm going to click on C, then D to get my 10. So 5 and 10 are my base and my height. Yes, they will be the same. All right, self-evaluation, rocking on with a 5. All right, so from this, you guys, you have to know your formulas. You're going to have to memorize these two formulas. They're not going to give them to you on the ACT or really any kind of standardized test. So the formula is 1/2 base times height for the triangle and base times height for the rectangle.